All right, everybody, we are just 3 days out from my very first professional tournament, and we had this practice session right in the heart of downtown Chicago with Coach Ruan. Pretty incredible experience, so I just wanted to go through and kind of explain the drills that we're doing as I get ready for my first tournament. We started off the day with just some silly little short court games, which I, of course, get dominated in every single time, but enjoy that, and then we'll get right into the drills. Today's practice was 90 minutes and a lot more focused on point construction, but still a ton of good, valuable technical information that I'll throw into some short videos here coming soon. But one thing as we warm up here, after last week where I was in California, I got some good advice on how to do a little bit of a better warm-up. So now when I'm warming up, I'm swinging at like a 3, 4, maybe 5 out of 10 max, and just trying to get my feet moving and make a ton of balls early on. Our first drill of the day is one that I do with Ruan almost every single time we practice, which is just a rally inside the baseline. Basically, I have to keep my feet on or inside the baseline for every shot. And the goal here is really to work on my early preparation and make sure that I can create a good ball by staying low and getting good clean contact rather than just trying to take a huge swing all the time. Drill number 2 piggybacks right off of what we did. You'll notice that with all of Ruan's practices, there's always a progression, but this drill is a 2-minute tempo drill, so we have 2 minutes to make as many balls back and forth in the blue. And to raise your score, you're trying to see how early you can take the ball. So you can see me trying to move up into the blue. That's really the point of the drill. But for the first time ever today, we got more than 90. I think we got 96, so let me know how many you can get in 2 minutes. As we move on here, drill number 3 is probably my least favorite drill just because I'm not that good at it. But how it works is you're playing a baseline game, except if the ball comes to your backhand, you can only play slice. And if it comes to your forehand, you can only play it through the middle of the court. So, as Coach Ruan describes to me, the goal is once you get a hold of a forehand, you got to hit a high enough quality ball that you can stay in control of the point and not have to go back to running and playing backhand slice. Definitely a little bit more of a complex drill, but it forces you to play with a ton of good quality as soon as you find a forehand. And it also just forces you to look for more forehands because I don't know about you guys, but my backhand slice isn't necessarily a weapon. You'll notice a trend throughout this video, which is just Ruan obliterating me in every competition today. I don't know what got into the guy. The big takeaway for me for this drill is always just if I can get my feet around behind the ball so I can go forward into my forehand, I get way more quality without having to swing so hard. And I don't think I'm doing the best job of that yet, but if you look at Ruan, every single time he's behind the ball and moving forward, so he's a much better role model than me. Finally won a point off this guy. Alright, on to drill number 4. This is another thing that we do pretty often, which is just playing a pattern before you start the point. So today, the pattern was do sad, and then the point starts. So I gotta hit 1 to the forehand, 1 to the backhand, repeat the pattern, and then the point's open. Nothing really crazy, but it does force you to hit your targets early on and kind of produce a good quality rally ball because you can't try to finish the point yet. Kind of like self-imposed patience, if you will. One note from Ruan today that I thought was super helpful in this drill was when I'm doing those first 4 rally balls, I can make my rally balls better, a little bit more effective, just by adding some height to the ball. Playing a little bit higher, keeps the ball deep, gets it up on my opponent, and that way I don't have to hit the ball so hard while I'm rallying. What a shot, though. Alright, on to drill number 5, and this is actually pretty similar to what we just did, which is starting the point with a pattern, but the pattern now is a little bit different. I have to play 1 ball deep cross court, then I gotta move up in the court and try to hit an angle forehand, and then the next ball try to hit and come forward. So a little bit more complex for sure. Ruan showing off. I don't need to do a ton with this angle. It's really just about getting my opponent maybe 1 extra step out of the court like that, so I have some room to move forward. On to drill number 6, and Ruan knows me pretty well at this point because we're doing this drill almost every practice, which is getting out of the forehand corner. So I really struggle when someone gets me on the run to my forehand to play a strong ball back. This is a pretty simple drill. He just fed me a forehand on the run. My goal was to try to get myself back into neutral as quickly as possible and then hopefully turn the point around in my favor. What I heard from him a lot on this running forehand today was that I need to get my body into the ball a little bit more. When I'm defending, I have this tendency to just go up the back of the ball. I got to go through the ball with my body. We're on to drill number 7. We're getting towards the end here and starting to open it up. So now it's just a baseline game. No rules, just let's see if I can use what we've been working on in some open points. And the big general thought for me recently while playing points has been all about finding better patterns, finding patterns that suit my game, meaning I want to play out of the ad side. I'm more comfortable hitting backhands and inside out forehands. So while I'm playing these points, seeing if I can keep the rally over on that side. So that was my thought process for the day. Ruan still beat me up though. Like right here, I'm in a good pattern for myself. Not sure about this boneheaded decision to come forward, but that's the area of the court I want to be playing out. I want to be moving to my left, hitting backhands, hitting inside out forehands, as much as I can at least. And that's something I've really only learned about in like the last 3 weeks. I don't think I really understood patterns of play before, so an old dog can certainly learn some new tricks. And finally, our last drill of the day is just a good old-fashioned tiebreaker. So I'll leave you guys to it. Enjoy the tiebreak. Enjoy watching me take on Mr. Ruan. I appreciate all the support I've gotten the last couple weeks, and I'm excited to play this first tournament. And just a little tweak here in my ankle on this serve. Turned out to be nothing major, so but I didn't give up, I promise. I just was a little bit worried about my ankle. But that's all for today. Thanks, guys.